Hello and welcome to Wednesday, or welcome to whatever day you're listening to this on. On the Sunday that we've just had, we met up with the young people, the older young people in our church, by Zoom of course. And one of the things that Beth read out to them was from a book called Hope Rising. And it's got loads of messages and devotions and readings and so on. And this is what she read to the young people. Those who have the most hope will always have the most influence. Let hope be the characteristic you're known for. And that was a quote from a US pastor. And then it goes on to say this: I heard this phrase while attending a conference and it really stuck with me. I think sometimes we decide that either we're born with hope or we're not. The way you're either born with freckles or you're born without them. But hope isn't like this. Hope is something that lies deep within, and over time we can help it to develop and grow. I think one of the main ways we can grow hope in our lives is by monitoring the thoughts racing around our heads. Have you ever found yourself thinking, it's always going to be like this, or everyone's always going to hate me, or life is never going to get any better? But when we're confronted with thoughts like this, we need to take a moment to ask ourselves whether that's true or whether we're believing lies, which are preventing us from chasing our dreams and discovering our potential. Hope is infectious, it's contagious, it draws people to you. By having hope, you're refusing to believe that just because something is one way, it'll always be that way. It's the ability to believe that the end result is not determined yet. We can make a difference and change things. Hope-filled people are people who dare to believe that things could be different, and not just different, but better. Hope-filled people are people who say, yes, I can do this. I'm going to step out and take a risk. And that reading struck me too, because I don't know if you have ever met people who have a tendency to look at everything as if it's just in such a negative way. Oh, this can't happen, and that's never going to happen, and this is never going to change, and I'm never going to change, and it's never going to get better. One of the amazing things about God and hope in God is that he never disappoints. And that hope that we can have because of God and because of Jesus and all that he's done for us is that sure hope that will never let us down. And I think when we reflect on who God is, on how amazing God is and how awesome he is and all of his promises to us, then we begin to understand that we should be people who live as hope-filled people, who are people full of good news for the future, who are full of hope and positivity. And when we look out at our world and see the difficulties and the negativity and things as they are right now and long perhaps for them to change, we need to say that because our hope is in God, we know that things will change, that things can get better, and that all of this in his hands can be turned into something amazing. And I just want to read to you a few verses from Psalm 62. Verse 1 and 2 say, I wait quietly before God, for my victory comes from him. He alone is my rock and my salvation, my fortress where I will never be shaken. And then from verse 5, let all that I am wait quietly before God, for my hope is in him. He alone is my rock and my salvation, my fortress where I will not be shaken. My victory and honour come from God alone. He is my refuge, a rock where no enemy can reach me. O my people, trust in him at all times. Pour out your heart to him, for God is our refuge. I love those words in that psalm. And I just hope and pray that we will be hope-filled people who say yes, who step out, who take risks, or who look out at the world and say, yes, God, I know that things can change, because I'm putting my trust in you. Thank you.